Mr. Speaker, sir, the fight against poverty, misinformation, requires that every Fijian be fully and accurately informed. This, as the Honourable Prime Minister emphasized this morning, is a key role of the Ministry of Information. He has further directed the Ministry to take on a revitalized strategic role as the frontline communicator of government, government action, and public accountability. That, Mr. Speaker, is the Ministry's clear mission in the 2025 and 2026 financial year. For this period, the Ministry has been allocated over $15 million, of which majority, or approximately over 77%, is allocated for the Public Service Broadcasting Grant, which is the PSB grant. Mr. Speaker, sir, since the beginning of this, the PSB grant has been extended to 3 additional broadcasters. Alongside Fiji Broadcasting Corporation's radio and television services, MyTV and Fiji Television have now signed their PSB grant television agreements. Communications Fiji Limited signed the agreement for radio services in April this year. The objective of the PSB grant for both radio and television is very clear. As in past governments, the policy was introduced to promote local talent, ensure programming diversity, and provide wider public service content. In broader terms, Mr. Speaker, the grant aims to raise the standard of quality broadcasting, offering unbiased information and a mix of local and Indian, aligned with Fiji's unique cultural context and the government's policy on nation building. When tenders during this financial year, both radio and television broadcasters were invited to submit proposals that would entertain, inform, and educate the public with a strong emphasis on a high quality programming. This, Mr. Speaker, sir, include development of programs aimed at nation building, emergency broadcast in all major languages during national emergencies or threats to public safety, content focusing on national development, leadership and governance, promotion of national and cultural heritage, coverage of special social and community events of national interest. This is why, Mr. Speaker, sir, radio and television audiences will be seeing more development-oriented programs across all radio services. For instance, listeners of Communications Fiji Limited, English, Fijian and Hindustani stations should already be hearing sustained, focused campaigns on HIV, non-communicable diseases, gender-based violence, disaster awareness, climate change, drug abuse, crime prevention, and nation building. Mr. Speaker, sir, the topics addressed in these locally produced programs are timely and highly relevant. They complement the coalition government's national campaign on nation building and development, a whole of society effort to combat poverty, drug abuse, rising crime rates, HIV, and NCDs will be significantly supported through the PSB grant. In this regard, I fully support the Honourable Prime Minister that transparent communication is no longer optional. It is mission critical. This is precisely the impact of the PSB grant is intended to deliver through the Ministry of Information. With the support of our PSB partners, Fiji Broadcasting Corporation, MyTV, Fiji Television, and Communications Fiji Limited, the Ministry also fulfill the Prime Minister's directive that every voice, in every language, in every corner of Fiji, is heard and informed. The Ministry will fulfill that promise that every voice, in every language, in every corner of Fiji, is heard and informed. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Ministry is now equipped to provide real-time, accurate and reliable information as the Honorable Prime Minister, who also served as the Minister for Information, affirmed earlier today. I would like to take this opportunity to also publicly acknowledge and commend the British government through the British High Commission in Suva for sponsoring a 3-year capacity building program in public communication. This initiative has trained communication officers at the ministry and media liaison offices across all government ministries, led by experts from the UK Government Communication Service, vital areas such as strategic communication, media crisis management, public relations, speech writing, media monitoring, and social media management. Mr. Speaker, sir, the ministry's portfolio is the National Archives of Fiji, which has been allocated around $1.4 million for the 2025 and 2026 financial year. The department comprises of 25 staff members and is led by the Director of National Archives. As the Honorable Prime Minister highlighted in his address today, this funding will ensure the continuation of digitization projects, structure upgrades, and workforce development. A major focus of digitization is on the Indian immigration records. To date, Mr. Speaker, sir, approximately 75% of these records have been digitized. With the additional funding, the National Archives aims to complete this important work in the coming months. As members of this August House will agree, this initiative is about preserving historical records, but also about making our shared history accessible to all Fijians. Mr. Speaker, sir, the year will also see continued capital works at the National Archives. Procurement is also underway for a new server and training of an IT specialist in digital records management. The archives currently store over 2,000 hours of audiovisual material and more than 200. Once digitized and made available online, the National Archives will be fulfilling its dual legally mandated roles. And Mr. Speaker, sir, that is promoting knowledge-based society development through evidence and education, and supporting good governance through robust government record keeping. Mr. Speaker, sir, at the outset, please allow me to again mention some of the key announcements in the budget that matters to the people of Fiji and the heartbeat on the ground. Many Fijians took to social media to welcome the bold decision by government to decrease VAT from 15% to 12.5%, which should start from the beginning of next month. Mr. Speaker, sir, many social welfare recipients also welcome the 5% increase in their monthly allowance, as this will somehow ease their daily burdens and navigate challenges as it comes their way. Mr. Speaker, sir, please allow me to make this statement in this August House. To all Fijians, as a government, we do accept the fact that we cannot make everyone happy. And this coalition government will not hide away from that, but will confront it with all truth and honesty. Mr. Speaker, sir, it's unrealistic as well to make every citizen happy. However, the coalition government will ensure that it introduces policies and initiatives that promote societal well-being and collective human empowerment. To conclude, Mr. Speaker, I wish to respond to some of the comments made by the Leader of Opposition in his response to the budget earlier this morning. In one of his comments, he stated, the budget lacks clarity. Absolutely. But listening to his response, I found that it lacks clarity as well. In one of his statements, he mentioned that government needs to reduce its size. But then later in his response, he mentioned that government needs to appoint another minister to look after state-owned enterprises only. He also mentioned, labeled the budget as a high-spending budget and a panic budget. To reply to this, I will echo the same challenge that used to be echoed by the former finance minister and former attorney general to the former opposition members. I would receive that challenge to the leader of opposition to provide an alternative budget, to really show the people of Fiji that you have better alternatives from what have been delivered in the budget. The other statements he made, Honorable Speaker, the rhetoric does not match the action. The delivery of the 2025 and 2026 national budget clearly demonstrate that the coalition government don't just talk the talk. They are walking it and moving forward. And that work, Honorable Speaker, doesn't have to be a long stride because baby steps are counted too. Mr. Speaker, sir, thank you for the opportunity to speak and respond to the budget address. I am pleased to express my full support to the 2025 and 2026 national budget that was presented to this House. In our level, and may God continue to bless our beloved Fiji and its people.